Hi, it's me again, Francis Facey Cabarbias, and welcome to my 5th reaction video. In this reaction video, we're gonna be reacting to an art piece belonging to the contemporary art form cinema. And like last time, I tried researching for those produced or written by individuals close or within this region. But once again, I had a hard time researching. So I came up with a movie that was produced a little far from this region, but still shows the culture and history of the Philippines.
The title of this movie is General Luna. The movie was about the leadership of General Luna during the Philippine-American War. Here, Spain's rule over the Philippines was over. However, instead of facing humiliation from the Filipino rebels, they sold the archipelago to United States for $20 million. Filipino leaders and officers debated on trusting the Americans' arrival. Some debated on forming an alliance with them, while some wanted to continue the revolution for Philippine freedom. This included General Luna. He didn't trust the new arrivals and wanted to take them out before more came. However, the president decided on trying the more safer approach. They decided to trust and try to form an alliance with Americans, especially since they promised in helping them win the country's freedom against Spain. But in the end, they did not fulfill such promise since Spain and United States signed the Treaty of Paris, ending the Spanish-American War. Now, there was a new war. As General Luna tried to lead people to victory, misunderstanding and clashes befell upon him and his other fellow officers. He was very strict, so some didn't like him and some viewed him as boastful and prideful. He and another general clashed because the other didn't want to be ordered around by Luna. As they fought amongst themselves, the American troops advanced on other areas of the Philippines. When Luna came back to help, he saw a lot have been injured, and he realized that we will never win this war as long as we cannot win over our own misunderstandings and lack of cooperation and teamwork. So upon such realization, he decided to file his resignation to the president. However, the president did not accept it. They exchanged heated words, and when he left, the remaining people in the president's office shared their dislike of Luna. They fed rumors, some true and some exaggerated, to the president's ears. This resulted to the president summoning Luna some days after. Luna was thrilled because the letter from the president summoning him contained somewhat of an approval to his plans about strategies and tactics. On their way there, some of Luna's men had a hard time passing the river, and so he went there first with two of his people, Rusca and Colonel Roman or Paco. When he arrived at the president's headquarters, the president was not there. Only some of the battalion, some of his guards, and one of the men Luna did not like were left. The man and Luna exchanged heated words until they heard a gunshot outside. Luna went to investigate, and there he was attacked. He was not only stabbed, but also shot a lot of times. This part was pretty gruesome, but it showed how strong Luna was because even though he injured a lot of wounds, he still tried to aim his guns at the traitors. When he fell, he still showed fear because when he moved a bit, even just a bit, the guards backed off, scared. This showed how frightening Luna was up until the end. One of the officers Luna brought was also killed, while the other tried to fight but ended up surrendering. He said, "Ang hindi ko maintindihan, bakit kailangan patayin ng kapwa Pilipino ang Pilipino?" President Aguinaldo denied of ever sending a letter summoning Luna, and with his authorization, they buried Luna and his officer, Colonel Roman, with honor. They were buried by the same battalion that killed them. How about that? This movie may have had an old setting, and this may be of history, but this was made today, the same way it showed and mirrored the same problems we are having, or more like still having.
And as seen from my previous reactions, watching this movie was like riding a roller coaster. The emotions, bro, the emotions. There were some scenes that actually made me laugh. Some got me scared because General Luna was really scary when he's mad. And then it actually made me sad, and then it actually made me frustrated. Just between those feelings. The last scene was the scene that I wish I didn't see, but I don't actually regret seeing, because it makes you realize that bruh brought a lot of lessons, like how much we need cooperation, peace. Bruh, we need it. Up until now, we still need it, because as you can see, this is still a problem nowadays. And we actually need those two, cooperation and peace, to free from the shackles that we made for ourselves. The movie General Luna was a Filipino historical biopic film, and it was about the leadership of General Antonio Luna during the Philippine-American War. It was directed by Gerald Tarog and was produced by the company Articulo Uno Productions, which was actually inspired by the article that General Luna always used. And it was written by Henry Francia, A.E. Rocha, and Gerald Tarog. The movie wanted the audience to see how our ancestors really fought for this land, and how we won't win if unity and cooperation won't be practiced. I mean, General Luna was very strict, but he was very patriotic. However, most other generals and cabinet members didn't like him. Other cabinet members were threatened by him, and they didn't like how he leads, which ended to us losing a very important general. Yeah. One of the lines that I would never forget was that ganito na lang ba talaga tayo? Kalaban ng kalaban at kalaban ng kakampi. It's really downhearting to hear. And then there was also that one line. It was said on the last, kung panaginip lamang ang umasa sa pag-unlad, managinip tayo hanggang sa kamatayan. And it's just raw. So that's about it, guys. I'm sorry, I'm still frustrated. I advise you to watch this movie. Seriously. It was made on these years, but it really brought a lot of historic pieces. Also the culture, because the setting was, and I guess that's it. I hope you guys realize something. I hope you guys learn something. Cooperation. If I said anything wrong, like wrong grammar, wrong pronunciation, especially on the ranks, feel free to correct me. And I hope you have a great day. Bye!